Hey, what's up everybody? BATJAC J.W. Like, share, and subscribe as always. And here we go. Okay, J.W.'s radio time. It's Saturday morning. Well, right now it's not Saturday morning, but when you're watching this, it's Saturday morning. Okay, so I hope you're tuned in and you're ready to go, because we are too. And yes, we have a guest here. Well, who is this? Who is this special guest? It is a special radio show, special guest. I have some other special stuff for you. There is something in a mystery blue container. We don't want to show you too much of that because you have to stick around, okay? All right, so some stuff that we've been doing since the last J.W.'s radio, which was episode 66. I can't believe we're up to episode 66, and now we are doing 67. That is 67 weeks non-stop J.W.'s radio right here on BATJAC J.W. on YouTube. So thanks for being here, and we are cranking along here. All right, so we had some videos coming up. Does this work pertaining to the Walther PPK in 22? I don't know about everybody else's experience, but my experience with that gun, I love it. James Bond, of course, rest in peace, Roger Moore. We had lost Roger Moore, one of my I watched so many Roger Moore Bond films growing up, as you know.
So did I.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a shame that we lost him, but the Walther PPK in 22, I had to have that gun. When I first saw it come out, I had to have it. They brought it back and started doing it because actually if you look for an old original Walther PPK in 22, those can be rather expensive. So when I saw that come out, I had to have it, but it was kind of picky with ammo. That was my experience. Okay, I noticed that your run-of-the-mill bulk stuff like Winchester and all that just wasn't working. The things I did find out that worked were, of course, the Remington Golden Bullet CCI Mini Mags, and as the video was pertaining regarding that Aguilia Super Extra stuff that's a little bit more potent, seemed to have good luck with that stuff, so I've been running that. Of course, you saw the Pawn Shop score where I scored that $10 Switchblade Stiletto. Really cool stuff. Absolutely like it. And then of course you saw that gorgeous high polish CZ75 that I showed off there. If you haven't seen any of those videos, check it out. Those are the latest videos on the channel. So now let's go to the video itself from last week, and let's do some shout outs here and check out what we got. You know, we always get somebody that dislikes the radio shows. Oh well, I guess they don't like it. They haven't figured out that they don't need to watch. Okay, we got shout outs going. We have 3 Wolves 4570, and he says I like this guy. He always starts it off. Saturday morning, Kona coffee, BATJAC starts the motor going. I like that. Great support. Thank you. Richard Landeros, and we have Bernard Flood, Arizona Ghost Riders. And we have Darren Baggs 6 Gun. I thank you, Darren. Darren's been a subscriber for a very long time, as well as a lot of you also. Darren actually was the guy that sent me the giant John Wayne poster. So thank you, Bart. Long live the Duke. All right, I got the Gun Enthusiast all the way from Texas. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Panama Brad and Glock 17, JSS Haas. I have MP Gunther 1, Mr. Zona Cat. Hey, Mr. Zona Cat. And Varen K, the Gunfighter 45 ACP, Jeffrey Richardson, the Crazy Scotsman, Lion Quest Fitness, Mr. Holster, the funniest cowboy on YouTube, Peppered 88, EB Saint, Lead 8541, liking those tailgate drop videos. Yes, I am watching. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's stuff, but the internet connection out here, still have not got internet. Who would have thunk it? Joe P, my brother Joe P, always every morning having a good cup of coffee, and thank you. All right, Scott F, Big Al, Douglas Walther, and Edward Petty. Thank you, and those are the ones that commented on the last J.W.'s radio. So if you are watching, you'd like to get a shout out, all you have to do is comment, and there you have it. Okay, so this J.W.'s radio is extremely special because we have a special guest. And who is the special guest? Welcome, guys, my dad.
Hey,
and as you guys watch the show and you've been enjoying YouTube, well, this man is the reason why old J.W., BATJAC J.W., is who BATJAC J.W. is. BATJAC J.W., as you guys, maybe some of you know and some of you don't, what it means. You know what? Find out. But yes, I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood and John Wayne and all these old movies, Steve McQueen, Paul Newman. And because why? Growing up, that's what we watched. Because you showed me all the things that were good stuff to you, and at a very young age, I was exposed to it and
influence.
Yeah, influence, big time. Yeah, I mean, not many kids during at that time that was my age were watching Dr. No, we're watching Dirty Harry, we're watching The Getaway with Steve McQueen, and so it's because of you and good old music as well. I was able to kind of that's why I know what I know today, and I'm big fans of those movies, and hence of course buying a Model 29 Smith & Wesson because of Dirty Harry, but yes, because of him, my dad, growing up with that stuff, that's what I had to do. I remember I wanted to share this with them. If those of you that had seen the movie Phantasm, it's an old 80s horror movie. I think it started in I think the first one came out in 78, 79. But part 2 came out in the 80s. And Phantasm 2 was the beginning where the character Reggie had taken 2 double-barreled shotguns, put them together, cut them at a pitch, and he had a 4-barreled shotgun. As a young kid, I just was taken by that. And what did you do?
I turned around and made one.
Yeah. PVC pipe, and he bolted it together, and it actually in the back would hold a spent shotgun shell hull.
That's right. I'm also very proud to be the first one to put 2 Smith & Wesson revolvers in this kid's hand at 7 years old.
That's right.
And he really did a lot with them. He's very good with them. Eventually got very good with them.
Yeah, we were shooting. He took me to an indoor gun range.
That's right.
It was known as Shooter's Choice, and I was shooting there with you, and just actually you moved out here to Colorado, or from Colorado to Arizona with me, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad you're here. It really means the world to me that you're here, and so we're continuing our adventures together here.
I'm very proud of J.W.
All right, and one of the cool things we did the other day, which was we went back and we went to the gun range, the indoor gun range, and we shot together.
That's right.
And that is something that, I mean, technically speaking, it's been well over 20 years since we've done that in an indoor gun range.
That's right.
And it was kind of neat to hear you say that brought back memories of that Shooter's Choice days. And
definitely.
The other
good
cool,
fun.
Yeah.
Really good fun.
And I've shared with them many times the Smith & Wesson Model 15, which was your gun, the 38 Special, and I brought it to them and showed them.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, there's a video called My Daddy's Gun, and that was your gun. So I actually brought that gun for us to shoot, and we shot that. And,
that's right.
We also felt a little special and felt the channeling some John Wayne and Brannigan, and we shot the Colt Diamondback. And we shot the Walther PPK in 22, so that's for you, Roger Moore. We shot that one up there for you, and yes, I'd like to say, it's a sad thing. I really am sad that Roger Moore passed. His movies, as James Bond, it really, the guy made like 7 Bond movies. So
when I was a kid, in black and white, he made The Saint.
Yeah, that's right, The Saint. Yeah, we should.
That was an excellent program.
We should look for that.
All right.
So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. But guess what? Yes, what is the title of this vlog or this J.W.'s radio? The Mountain. What are we talking about? Mountain. Well, there was a little slight addition to the collection, and I don't know how well you're gonna see this in this, but of course, stay tuned because you will be seeing it in full high definition, up close, in your face, and you're gonna be seeing it shortly. And what we did was, well, we were at a gun shop the other day. One of many, and a very well-stocked gun shop. And we just happened to walk over to the used case, and we saw something. And it caught my eye. And it's a Smith & Wesson. And what we have is right here. Unloaded. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 25 mountain gun. Nice little, I think, a 4-inch barrel. This is a 45 long Colt. This thing is a beast. End frame, 6-shot. I mean, blued steel, wood grips, Smith & Wesson classic. You just can't get enough of this thing. Red ramp front sight and everything. This is a whopper of a gun. I tell you, it's a whopper. I don't know how well it shows up right now on video, but this thing is a whopper of a firearm.
Along with being extremely accurate.
Yes, I shot it today for the very first time, and I mean, literally, we're putting bullet holes into bullet holes with this thing.
That's right.
It's amazing.
The bullet holes are the size of a softball, but
yeah,
it's going right through them.
45 long Colt. That's a hefty round. Let me tell you a little backstory on trying to find one of these. Actually, I got wind of one of these about 4 years ago. I was doing some searching and. Of course, drooling. Got knowledge on Smith & Wesson makes this thing called the Model 25, and it's a 45 caliber. Now, some of them are the 45 ACP. I really wanted the 45 long Colts because, of course, my 6 guns, my single actions, are in 45 long Colt. And I thought it would be really cool to have a Smith & Wesson classic blued double action revolver in that caliber, because it's I love the 45 long Colt. I love the size of the brass. That was the romance with me in it. When I first saw people like popping those things out of their single actions, just seeing those big whopper sausage sized brass coming out of that thing, that just really intrigued me with those things. So yes, you'll be seeing that shortly on the channel. Hopefully I can get things uploaded, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's what it's been busy. It's been a busy week, absolutely madness. So we're still trying to keep the trucking going. But
I think you ought to tell them the story of when you went in the gun shop.
Yeah.
All the guys in the gun shop wanted this.
It's really like he was like, oh man. He goes, I can't believe you're buying that, because he wanted it,
and then another guy wanted it,
and then
another guy.
3 people that worked there were gonna buy it for themselves.
One guy already had the other gun under layaway, and he couldn't afford this one too. So he was really sick that it left.
Yeah. And I tell you, the other thing that's nice here, living out here. I mean, I'm used to in Hawaii having to do the whatever 14-15 day waiting period. No, I got there, got it in there, filled out the 4473, and walked out with the gun after the next check, which took about 30 seconds.
Arizona
rules. Yes, it's the best place to be for guns, that's for sure, if you're a gun nut. Okay, anyway, I'm going to shut it down. Thanks for watching. I'm BATJAC J.W. Like, share, and subscribe as always, and I'll see you next week on another J.W.'s Radio. Thanks for tuning in and being here, and I really appreciate you being here.